How long are we going to keep that for?
I don't know, until it's the only thing good to ever come out of Gotchard.
Is it? Was there? Is it really actually?
I think so, because it's the only thing from Gotchard that we still consistently keep using.
I mean,
and that was episode 1 of Gotchard.
Yeah,
it peaked at number 1.
Guys in chat, did Gotchard peak at episode 1? Let me know, please.
I think so. It peaked at number 1.
Oh.
It's like that hat, from SpongeBob. He was number 1.
I can't wait for all this talk about number 1 has gotten me thinking about Sentai.
All the number 1s. Yeah. Number 1s, sometimes some number 2s, but that's Hanto's job.
So did you see how they got it to be number 50?
Yeah, and we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that. Like we'll
that was stupid.
That's a point of topic for tonight, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like how someone in the chat asked me if I could pick a snack to be like my own gochizo, what would it be? And I said tacos, and they were like,
I thought you were gonna say Takis.
Well, I said tacos because tacos are delicious. But then they're like, that's not processed food. And I'm like, neither is cake. But Shoma still got a form.
To be fair, like frosting is pretty processed.
But he made that shit from scratch, though.
I mean, what qualifies as like processed by that point? Because I assume all baked goods would count as processed because, you're taking it and changing it from... Because, like, the stuff that he hasn't changed into is, like, it's meat. You know what I mean? Like, you're not changing the meat fundamentally. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, look, if
because cake is a fundamental change from like eggs and flour and all that stuff.
And if chips can be,
Chops.
part of the forms, then I think a taco qualifies with its shell. If we're going crunchy taco.
Well, get Shoma crunchy taco and see what happens.
All right, we'll see.
I don't want that form though.
Gonna give him the mud butts.
It'll probably be the most insensitive form we'll get out of this show.
He'll wear a poncho
and a sombrero with a mustache.
I mean, he kind of already has that with the Chokodon form. So,
oh yeah, that's right. He is wearing a poncho and a sombrero. Well, I think that's more of a cowboy hat.
But even then, like the poncho and westerns, things like that. So I'm just saying.
All right.
But yes, welcome. Running obviously a little late today. I did finally film my Gavu catch-up video earlier today. I literally finished recording it about an hour and 20 minutes ago. So yeah, that's done finally. Now I just gotta edit it, and that'll be my whole day tomorrow regarding all that. But otherwise, there's a lot of other things going on because, of course, we are in the holidays, end of year, and things like that. And that's normally when I have a bunch of other things that I end up having to do on this channel. But first, introductions. Ash, how have you been this week?
I've been good. I've been really good. I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals. I finally got down Penny, so I can tankers where I got MVP a couple of times. I played Captain America. He was a lot of fun.
Mark, not Mark. Ash, I just want you to know you're part of the problem.
No, I am part of the problem because it's my job to like stop you guys from getting to the objective. But yeah, I am part of the problem.
You're part of the Penny problem.
I'm part of the
I'm learning Penny after last night.
I hate you both.
Yeah.
I got Mantis down packed though, but now I'm working on Penny.
Oh no, Mantis. Oh god, she's good.
Rocket I tried, but I need to learn how to heal Lesson properly because these grenades from everywhere. But yeah,
Shark.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been playing the Shark on the new mode they added. But
Splatoon.
Yeah, the Splatoon mode.
I'm leaving.
Okay. we can stream Marvel Rivals now.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's been like I've been either working on videos. First look at Power Rangers Prime issue 5. We've got our first look at the brand new suits for Power Rangers Prime. So when they get on the docket, we can talk about it. So there's that. But yeah, apart from that, like eat, sleep, work, make YouTube videos, and then Marvel Rivals when I get the chance.
Nice. I only play Marvel Rivals after midnight, and then we're up until like 3 a.m. playing. Like last week, and that was a reoccurring thing almost every night since last Friday night. Was almost every night was just Marvel Rivals until 3 a.m. and then I still got to wake up early in the morning. I'm just like, ugh.
Drive 6 hours to Florida.
Oh yeah, chat, no Sonic Free spoilers. It's not out in Australia yet. We have to wait till Boxing Day. My cinema locally is doing early screenings. I'm probably going to miss it today because I'm doing this podcast now, but there's another screening at 6. I might try and make that one. If not, I'll see it tomorrow if there's any screenings. But yeah, I really want to see Sonic Free because I don't want to get spoilers. So chat, please, no Sonic Free spoilers.
I still have to see that.
And movie. Also, didn't they just announce Sonic 4?
Sonic 4, yep.
2027.
Well, dude, that franchise is just printing money at this point because they're doing it well.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if it doesn't start becoming one of those, regular, like, straight-to-home releases. Like,
give me Big the Cat on this film, and I'll be happy.
Like, I feel like the only...
You know what people want. You know what people want.
They want Rouge the Bat,
yes,
but I don't care.
Yes, they do. Yeah. They definitely want Rouge.
Yeah. I feel like the only flop we had with it, I wouldn't call it a flop. I think just people no one cared about it, and that was the Knuckles series. That was...
Oh, yeah, that was not great.
I heard it was not a lot of Knuckles in it.
Yeah, no. So I was going to say it was most of a Wade and not a Knuckles show.
Mm. So, but Cloudy, how have you been?
Incredibly sick by the sound of my voice. I hope you can tell. Moving on from that,
just make yourself a hot toddy.
Maybe. No, I've a similar boat with Ash. Been playing Marvel Rivals. Just been having a good time for the most part. What was I trying to remember? There was one thing. Yeah, so I got really excited. There's a new Superman trailer that came out. I think it was.
I have not watched it.
It is really good. I am very happy James Gunn is handling this.
Everything except
the hair.
Gardner made me fucking die laughing because it looks so ridiculous.
But you got to remember that is comic accurate.
It is comic accurate. But then seeing Nathan Fillion's face with that hair,
I loved every second of it.
The most hilarious fucking thing ever.
It's the best and worst thing to see on screen at the same time. It's great. If you guys if you guys saw in the trailer, you guys know that like Maxwell, I keep forgetting his last name. It's that villain. He's gonna be in there.
Maxwell Lord.
Yeah, because apparently he assembled them as a team or whatever. Because that's what it seems like in the trailer. Because it's like them all working together, and then you got Soup on the other side. So I assume there's gonna be a big Soup is like the hero that isn't with like a corporation versus like all these corporate heroes or something like that. So either way, I'm excited for it because I love Superman, and I feel terrible that there hasn't been a good Superman film in 70 years.
It hasn't been 70 years.
Feels like it.
It's been 70 years.
But outside of that, if you haven't seen the documentary Superman, the Christopher Reeve story, that is now on Max, and I watched it the other day, so good.
Oh yeah. Also, like Christopher Reeve does something like really interesting. Like when you see Superman go from like glasses on and off, you actually do feel like it's a different character.
Oh yeah, no. He portrays it very well, but
Yeah. I don't know if this new one can do that. We'll see.
Well, I mean, given how his
his civilian haircut,
yes, the Clark Kent looks dramatically different from his Superman in terms of appearance. They even obviously changed the hair and all that stuff. So,
What do you think of Lois? I like the choice.
I think the casting has been pretty spot on for the majority of the people that I've seen on there.
And we got Crypto.
Yeah, we got Crypto, but it's the wrong breed of dog, but it's all right.
It's fine. It's a white
still
dog.
like
Yeah. Adorable.
He looks like James Gunn's dog. It's the same breed as James Gunn's personal dog.
Oh, nice.
So
yeah,
self-insert pet. Self-insert pet.
I'm happy for it.
No.
But yeah, if you guys are, I don't know if you guys are going to be excited for it, but I'm definitely like counting down the days until we get that Superman film.
I'm waiting for a proper trailer. This was just a teaser trailer, so obviously
2-minute and 30-second teaser trailer.
Well, that's the thing. It's like they literally listed it as a teaser trailer, so I think some people's expectations were either too high or too low on this. And I'm just like, I was right in the middle. I got pretty much what I was expecting.
This is
from
perfect for me. Like, this is exactly what I wanted to see.
Because we got nothing in terms of what the actual story is.
We saw Lex, but it doesn't like imply he's the main villain. Like,
we just got set pieces. That's essentially it. Just set pieces and character after character after character. So
we don't even know why he's up there, battered and beaten in the snow.
Yeah.
It's great.
Chest of Greatness has mixed feelings on the new Lex Luthor. At least it's not the old Lex Luthor.
I don't know what you're talking about. Both.
Yeah.
Jared Leto needs to stop getting work orb because everything he touches turns to shit.
God damn.
When has any of his interpretations been good?
Morbius.
Okay, sure, right?
So bad.
For the memes. Good. So for the memes that they tried catching
in on, but it's good. It's good.
His Joker, Need You Forget.
I didn't forget. Thank you, Zio. Now I can never forget.
Yep. But now him as apparently Skeletor in Amazon's He-Man live action.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Wait, he's gonna be Skeletor.
Yeah.
Jared Leto.
Is Skeletor, yeah. Why'd you remind me?
Heisenberg was definitely a bad actor for Lex. He wasn't acting like Lex. He was acting like a spoiled brat, rich kid. And apparently they said earlier that he's apparently supposed to be the son of the proper Lex Luthor, which is why he acted the way that he did.
I mean,
I think Bryan Cranston would have been better, obviously.
Absolutely.
Obviously. I did see the Karate Kid Legacy trailer. It was a bit of hype, even though it's completely not related to Cobra Kai whatsoever. But
As of yet.
I mean, obviously, there's no actual involvement from the creators of Cobra Kai. So
not yet.
We don't know. It might be a split multiverse. We'll have the Ralph Macchio verse in which he just crosses over with himself.
That's how Cobra Kai ends. He opens up a.
It's Daniel-san versus Daniel-san.
Listen, the escalation in Cobra Kai is insane at this point.
There's Daniel-san from Universe A and Daniel-san from Universe 1, and they're gonna fight each other, and that's how we get the final Karate Kid.
Tournament of Power Karate Kid.
The Karate Man.
Is it weird that sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Karate Kid Tournament of Power.
Oh yeah, that would be great. But it's I find that where we are now, did you guys think we'd be here right now with Cobra Kai, considering what we got for season 1? Because season 1 felt so small, if that makes
so this is the thing. I didn't even care about season 1 originally because that was part of YouTube Red back in the day, if people remember that before.
Yeah, that's why I watched it, because it was free.
Yeah, it was one of those original programming, and I was like,
I don't care about YouTube
original programming. That's weird. And no one apparently cared about it because it didn't do great, to the point that it ended up dying and then getting resurrected by Netflix. And then once it dropped on Netflix, that's when I ended up binging seasons 1 and then 2. And then I was like, oh my God, this is good.
Yeah, it was some good shit.
So, but luckily we're only a month and some change away from getting those final 5 episodes.
Yeah. New Castlevania dropping in January.
I don't care about that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Nocturne second season's coming out in January 2025.
I never watched Nocturne, but then again, it's like when I didn't watch the first kind of Castlevania right away. I watched season 1 and 2 in one sitting, and I was like, I need more.
Exactly, and guess what? It only got better. I feel like season the first Castlevania series, every season just got better. It just made the show a lot better. So I'm hoping Nocturne carries the same tone.
But I got something new in yesterday, something that I bought while on stream last week.
The camera? The satin sword?
Yes.
Wow.
Got it.
Who's that guy holding in the background? He's never touched that thing.
This guy did. I think you're thinking of a different guy that kind of looked like him.
Yeah, I mean, that other guy, he never touched that thing.
He definitely never touched that thing. But I did.
Oh, nice. I like it. How light is
It's very weightless.
Yeah, it looks clear. It looks like very clear plastic.
It is clear. It does not light up, but then again, the original did not really. So it's just clear.
How much does that run you?
150.
Oh, actually, that's worth it for that. I would
But
say
it
for
does
that
have the OST on their sound effects, and then of course the voice lines. You get the iconic Shadow Moon stepping sound effects in here as well. So
I think for the price and the quality, I think that's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was before we started getting all the CSGs and all that stuff when it comes to it. Like, I've been seeing this thing on Toku Collectibles for like a good 2 years now, just not moving because they had it for like 200 something. And I was like, nah. Then obviously last week when I went on Big Bad Toy Store to look at that Clear Fies driver, and I saw this for 150, I was like, I've never seen it that low. Bought.
Ooh. Speaking of toys, quick side tangent here. For any of you guys who are in the server and haven't voted.
No, wait, hold on. I'm going to do it right now. Because final voting for the short list of pretty much. So obviously we got Toku Awards coming up at the start of the year. What I'm doing this year is because the last 2 years of me doing this, I've had the nominees list vary anywhere from 4 picks to sometimes 6 picks just because I couldn't make up my mind on certain things. But a lot of the things were honestly my personal thoughts on which ones should be in the listing. So to try and narrow that down, I did make a long list, and that's why it took so long just to produce this, because I made a long list of several categories, not every category that's going to be on the final voting of the Toku Awards. And I'm not enthused about some of these, but since I do see that we got 44 people watching, and maybe you're not part of the Discord server, but voting for this will end tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and give the TokuTonic viewers the chance to do some voting in the long form version of the Toku Awards. So
I'm just gonna say this right now. It was a horrible idea to let the server vote.
Yes, and I'm gonna share some current results in terms of some of these.
I know some of them, and I'm pissed.
Because right now we've got 43 votes on the Toku Awards long list in terms of narrowing things down. A lot of these are literally ranking something from best to worst, because usually in a lot of these awards, I give a best of and a worst of award. So usually the top 4 will be for the final voting, and the bottom 4 will be for the final voting for worst on a lot of these moments. And some of these I just frankly don't agree with. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with some of y'all in terms of trying to get some of these as low as they are?
Well, you got to remember, some people don't know the fact that the bottom 4 would have been in, the worst list. So I assume they just didn't change it.
Now, since we were talking toys, there's one award in particular that I'm just going to share the current results completely with, in terms of how this is going. And this is the toy release of the year. Now, I excluded gimmicks, things like that. It's just base toys on this one. And I've got 33 entries for this one. I do feel like a lot of people only voted for like the top ones and then left the bottom there. Because, yeah, some of this is just disgusting. So, let me share this real fast.
Ooh. Oh boy.
So yeah. Looking at this, number 1, I think is that's a good choice. You got the CSG Garo Ken up there, followed by the Memorial Ninjark sword. We got the Ultra Replica trigger actually moved its way up. Okay, that wasn't there before when I checked the other day. CSM Genesis driver is up at number 4 currently. Doom's Geats Buckle at 5, Imagination Belt at 6, the Boom Boom Changer at number 7. Above the CSM Next 5's got what?
Excuse me, it's above another CSG that excuse me, what? A certain Kiva one? I mean,
yeah, look, I can't with some of these. Like, what is this? So, then, so
the mask, don't you dare say the fuck. This is all your fault.
Next 5's driver is currently sitting at number 8, and I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? Followed by the Boom Boomger Robo. Why? That articulation, though. What articulation? Why is it so high?
The action figure, yes.
Memorial Gabu Revolver is underneath that, along with the Memorial SP1 license. Why is 10-liner with the cross hopper this high? It's at number 12. What?
Hey, listen, maybe people actually like that shit. I don't know.
Then the Boom Boom controller.
Nah.
It has one. It has 4 buttons, but it's technically 1 button. You press one, you press them all. It's the same thing. You can't even play games with it.
Chest of Greatness, I don't think it's troll voting. I think it's uninformed voting. I think a lot of these people just didn't know to organize the bottom 4.
Yeah, you got to literally order everything up. And it's... So then, below that one, we got the Arc Riser. The 119 Power Upset. Okay. Nijigon. Valen, but I'm surprised with as much as y'all have been dick riding Valen, that the Valen Buster is this low on the list.
It has a catchy jingle. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why it's so low.
The Kamen Rider. I don't care about that one. That one, whatever. That's Legends upgrade.
That should have been in the very bottom.
The Phys Edge, the CSM Phys Edge, another sword. It's down there, number 19. Bune Mach Robo is above the Memorial D Sword Vega. Come on now. Come on.
Wait, the Memorial D Sword Vega is all the way down there?
Yes.
No.
And below that is the Zanvat sword. Below that one is the Zanvat.
Why, chat? Why did you do this? Why Discord?
Followed by the Memorial Gaburi Caliber. So we got 3 swords back to back, all down there. And guess what's below that? At number 24 is the Henshin Belt Gavu. And I'm like, as much as y'all have been loving on some Gavu, why the fuck is it so low? It's only slightly above the Alchemist unit.
That's right, Orb. They are foolish fools. They are fools.
And then below that is the Boom Boom Danger Killer Robo combo. Now, let me get this straight.
That's over the Boom Boom Changer.
This is one that includes both the Changer and the mech that lacks articulation and whatnot, but still. And that's below the Boom Boom Changer by itself, which is up at number 7, and the Boom Boom Robo at number 9.
Yep. Hey, listen, they don't like deals. They don't like value.
Below that, Memorial Dino Brace. Y'all ain't got no Dino Guts?
Wait, the Memorial Dino Brace is down there? That's by number 5.
Now, these, like, okay, they deserve to be down here at the bottom, but they're higher than the top 4, so they're not even going to qualify for the worst ones. And that's the Gaburi Mix Shooter, the Don Oger Crown, which are the ones from the crossover with King Oger.
The Crown, which has 1 button and plastic and does nothing.
Yep. And then the recolored Venom Mix. Yay.
I didn't even like the regular Venom Mix.
Now, these 2 down here deserve to be down here, in my opinion. The Zillion Driver and the DX Sun Driver, because this is the deluxe Sun Driver. This is the one in which you push all the things in and out. But then what are these bottom 2? CSM Double Typhoon at number 32. And then at the very bottom, y'all some Ultra haters or some shit, because Earth Garon Complete Edition. This is full-on articulation. That's the best
action figure in the entire list.
Yes, out of the actual action figures that we have here, that's the best one. That one has full articulation. That one's got a paint job that is mwah.
It's also just a really good toy. It looks sick.
And yet it's at the very bottom, below both of the Boom Boom Robo variants. Y'all crazy.
And the change, that's below the changers too.
So look, live chat, save the votes. Save the voting scheme because this is abysmal. This should not be the final lineup for this listing.
That's the bottom 4. I'm gonna cry on the list. Oh boy.
So I just needed to light a fire on some folks because I was legit affected. I took that personally. I was like, no, some of these votes I cannot stand. Don't make me like literally just pick the top 4 and bottom 4 myself for this one. I'm trying to have community participation, but some of y'all ain't participating right. Let me see if there's any other ones that just make me upset on here.
There was one that made me very upset, but I feel like for spoiler reasons I'm not going to talk about it.
Let me see here. Crossovers. All right, let's see.
Oh, might I suggest if for anyone filling out the what do you call it, the form, the voting, there's gonna be at one point where you're gonna have to insert and type in the actors' names for your actor, male and female actors of the year. Please just feel
and
free to
henshin jingles.
Yeah, and henshin jingles. Please feel free to just quickly Google all that and then get
submit them up. The only reason why I'm having top 3 is because obviously there is 4 slots in there, and I don't want it to be like just a sweep. So that way, if it's just 3 per person, then that should introduce something else in there. So, but yeah, like I said, not every single category for the voting scheme is on this. This is just the ones that I felt had too long of a list that needed to get shortened down for the final voting. I will close this down tomorrow morning, and then from there compile the short list, and then voting will open up for that probably on Sunday.
If it doesn't give you a heart attack, I assume.
Yeah, we'll see. But Sunday, speaking of, is also the deadline for submitting your TokuDet videos.
Sunday.
As of now, I've only received 5.
I've got some steady competition then.
Only 5 people have submitted.
If Mark doesn't submit a video,
he already did.
Fuck.
He DM'd it to me like last night.
Second place it is. Damn.
He submitted it. I've not looked at it yet. He just sent it to me. So I'll make a bulletin post in the morning regarding that. I just can't wait for people going like, yeah, but when are you going to do your Gavu review? It's like, bro, do you not watch TokuTonic? No. Okay. Well, yeah.
Now start watching TokuTonic, and then
They watch up to the intro because they like us going Steve,
and then they immediately they put it on the side tab or they mute it.
I have seen it all.
That reminds me, there is one of the voting options that not bothers me, but it's kind of sad. There's one of the music options. It just there really isn't much good music to choose from.
Yes, because we didn't have that many insert themes that debuted during this year.
Yeah,
and you know
what
that I found very weird, and I mentioned this in my Gavu video, but like that I'm gonna post up later on, is I find it really weird that we don't have a lyrical insert theme for Gavu yet.
Which means maybe they're saving it for something.
Because I'm just like, usually if there's gonna be a debut of it, it's going to be during like the power up.
And King probably should have had it one.
Yeah, but there was nothing, and I was like, ooh, that's weird. Now that I went back and thought about it, I was like, it should have had something.
Maybe we're saving it for like that Berserker or whatever the heck we're getting.
It's like the OST is already great, but I do feel that a really good insert theme could have been like the icing on the cake. It's kind of like King Oger, because King Oger had really good OST, but then they had all their insert themes and character songs that they put into the show itself, and I was like, good.
Yes, and all of them were great, mostly for Yamas.
So, yeah. I was fine with that. So, outside of that, I know, Ash, didn't you say that there were some new Power Ranger suits that debuted in the comics?
Yeah, definitely. Let me just pull it up now. Let me just share my screen. Close my Toku debt. Ranger command. Friends of the channel. Friends of the show. Let's see.
Zio, what's your spreadsheet looking like for Toku debt?
I won't even look at it until Sunday.
Really?
I'm waiting until I get all the submissions up, and then I myself will start compiling mine and start. Because last year I was actually tallying up everything as I bought them.
Oh.
But then I started feeling worse as the year kept going by, and I kept going to that sheet, and I was just like, you know what? This year is just a forget type of year. Like I'm just going.
You're not thinking about it until it happens.
Yep. And then at the very end is when I'll start looking at those numbers, crunching those numbers, and then instantly cry.
Okay.
Oh my god, 4 digits. Ooh, those are some nice suits.
Why do they look like those typical fan-made suits?
They remind me a lot of what was the other OG suits that they made for like in that Ranger team.
Are they 2 Tyrannosauruses?
We don't know at this point. Melissa's keeping a lid tight shut on what the animal themes are.
Because I'm like, the helmet's just the same as Red's.
So there's purple and black, and then you have the classic.
Oh no, I was gonna say, sorry to cut you off, Clyde, but it's pink according to Melissa.
That legit looks purple.
That's purple to me.
No, it's purple, but apparently there was a mistake with the print with the inking for the preview, so it turned out purple.
So male pink, nice.
Yeah.
I can get down with that.
Thing is, I actually like the purple color scheme on this.
It actually looks better and kind of.
Yeah, I actually do like it more in purple than I would have.
Because it throws off the balance a bit. You know what I mean? Like you don't really see like a purple in the main team. That's kind of nice.
No, and it's got that purple shade of Geki Violet as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. So all the helmets are different. So it seems like I don't know what dinosaurs those are. One with like one horn, whatever kind of raptor. Pink seems to be. Is black a saber-toothed tiger or something like that?
People think it's a snake, like a prehistoric snake.
Ah, okay, maybe. Then that's like a pterodactyl, classic bird thing, I think.
Yeah, or a dodo, maybe. I don't know.
And then I'm assuming red is the classic T-Rex, or maybe like
Spinosaurus or whatever.
Red's a woman.
Yeah,
red. Yeah.
So is yellow, I think.
Yeah, it looks like red and yellow are females from the looks of it.
Honestly, I thought from this poster that the pink Ranger was going to be the leader of this team, and I was like, oh, that's unique. That's cool.
We don't know at this point. This is issue 5. We're only 2 issues in at this point, so we'll see what happens.
Because they're definitely up front and center, so I'm curious if that's going to...
Yeah.
So is this like a reinterpretation of the Mighty Morphin powers, or what is the situation with this?
Yeah, so Power Rangers Prime is just basically what DC is doing, or Marvel Ultimates. Like it's a brand new universe. So, basically the cliff notes of the story. It's like it's an alternate universe. Eltar has sort of taken over Earth and sped up civilization. So, if there's any refugees that come to Earth, Eltar people will put them in camps, and if they're Power Rangers, then they get put in detention centers. Is how they framed it. So there's
That's
that going
fucked up.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ooh, God.
Why are Zordon's people so fucked? Like,
So then, where do our main colorful cast of Misfits come in?
Yeah, so we haven't met like the original 6 Rangers. We've met new characters, but we've met characters throughout the season. Like Lauren's the main focus in this comic so far. Orion from Super Mega Force has showed up. Bulk is in this universe. That's about it so far. And then the VR Troopers as well. The VR Troopers are basically they work for the Eltarian government and they hunt Power Rangers.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we don't know who this team is, like we don't know the characters that are playing.
I think we have speculation because no one's gotten their powers yet. There's just like the first 2 issues is just setting up the characters and the world building, and then it's probably going to by that.
Not gonna like it. Not gonna lie, I like it. Please keep it purple. That's just my opinion.
My thing is, it's like I'm not inspired by these suits because they literally look like the MMPR like fan like
Bat in the sun with the
Yeah.
adjacents. What is
yeah
it? Like
yeah
gold outlines? Yeah.
yeah it's pretty much the same thing it's got going for it with just some additional shoulder pads, and that's
Mhm.
it. It's nothing like too imaginative. It's just it's kind of like we're just playing it safe, but then just making it
Yeah.
look extra cool because that's usually how Power Rangers works. It's like there's not really a specific theme there. I was talking to someone on Discord about this earlier in the week. When Power Rangers makes original suits, it's just let's just make it cool. While when Sentai makes original suits, it's like we got to make the theme around it and then how that's going to
Mhm.
coalesce around it. Power Rangers just let's just make it cool looking. That's it.
No, that's always the case when it comes to original Rangers in the comics. The helmet for the Red Ranger looks like a vibe between the Dino Charge and MMPR and maybe Dino Thunder. So all three of the Dino seasons look like they have something to do with the helmet.
They don't have lips. Crap.
Yeah, they don't have lips. Yeah.
All right. I mean, I still like them for the most part. Like, obviously, they're they're not bad suits.
Yeah.
They wouldn't definitely be. They wouldn't be in my top 10, but they're definitely good suits.
I need to see more variants. Someone has said there's Draken there. No, Draken. Slight spoilers, but Draken died in the last story arc. That's why Draken is not there. Draken is no longer with us.
He'll be back.
Until he isn't.
When they want to make money again, they'll find a way to bring him back.
Mm.
When do you think the Power Rangers comic reached their peak, Ash? Just spin me in the ass.
Oh shit! Reach their peak?
Yeah.
I think that's a good question. When do they reach their peak? I feel like I loved all the stuff that Melissa did. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like after Ryan did issue 100, that felt like it reached its peak, or even after the Eltarian War, that felt like it reached its peak.
Okay.
Because those were some really good story arcs.
All right, good times.
Yeah.
If only Power Rangers was not restricted to just comics and video games for now.
I mean, they could do live action. It's just they don't.
Yeah, they could. I guess.
Jonathan Ennis was done with Karate Kid, so maybe he can finally work on that Power Rangers reboot.
I don't know, because I mean, we were talking about it before when we were looking at the deal with Netflix apparently falling through because all Hasbro wanted was just but what about we reboot MMPR?
Yeah.
And they were like, no, we want to do something different. But you could, or we can reboot MMPR.
I hate how that is always the safe bet. Like, obviously, they know that their audience would buy it up and eat it up. You know what I mean? Because there are those people.
Yeah.
But it's like, change. Do something unique. Something
It sucks that Power Rangers isn't like Super Sentai, where every actor is almost every actor's beloved. Where even though Marvelous is the go-to, bring them back for a special. It sucks that Power Rangers will never have that. Oh, holy shit! Look who's back! Like when King Ranger came back for King Ojas in Space.
Yeah.
Even though that special was kind of mid to boring, it was still cool to see a brand new King Ranger suit in 2024. And the stunt work they did for those fight scenes.
Well, I think one of the differences, and sorry to cut you off, one of the main differences that I feel when it comes to casting for Sentai versus casting for Power Rangers is that when they typically cast for Sentai, the actors, this isn't usually their first acting gig. They've been doing shows and dramas and all that stuff already. And they use this to get that other stepping stone into their careers, because I know for a lot of Sentai actors, we've seen shows that they've been in before and then shows that they've been after, and it's usually the way that their agencies handle things, it's just these guys get propelled pretty well. Meanwhile, for Power Rangers, everyone that they cast is usually a relative unknown. Normally you can't track a show that they've done before, but there's been a handful of folks that I know have gone on to do better things, but it's very rare.
Yeah.
I like the brothers from Dino Charge and
when I found out the chick from iZombie, I was just damn, she fine. It's wait, she was in Power Rangers before? What?
Oh. Yeah, same with chick in Dino Thunder. She was in Cloak and Dagger as well.
Yep. I think it's just fun. It's just funny to think about. It's Because if you notice, like every time there's like a major like renewal of like the franchise or like old Rangers coming in, it's usually a member of MNPR. It's usually a member of
Yes.
them. It's kind of sad that that's.
And look, they're not getting any younger, and that's the thing. It's just like
yeah, you can't bring David Yost back for like the 50th time.
Yeah, you can't give him another hair transplant again.
And it's just like Johnny Young Bosch. I mean, it's like this man's got a fruitful career behind the mic. You don't got to bring him in every time. I mean, I know that he's still like rocking it good, but still,
he can voice.
Yeah.
The voiceover.
He's killing it as Ichigo recently.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they've that's one of the things that I do feel is just because on the Sentai side, yes, it's like they've got like actors that have some more experience to it. So the when they do their acting, it doesn't feel as like cheesy or campy as you would get from a lot of the Power Rangers seasons, especially like when I was watching like Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury. I was just like, there's a cheesiness to this that I'm just like, it's like borderline like
too campy.
Yes, it's like I'm literally watching one of those Nickelodeon kid shows, but then there just happens to be fighting in it. Yeah, it's just like this isn't quite the same.
No, I agree. Because it's like with obviously with Sentai and all that stuff, they take their acting seriously. You know what I mean? Like they make the actors have to act. They have to emote properly. You know what I mean?
And another thing is, at least going back to like original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and things like that, is a lot of the way that Saban did his shows back then were inspired by like the teen dramas that we had in the 90s. Like the Melrose Place, like Saved by the Bell, 90210, that type of shit. So they would have like those moments that would definitely like feel very similar to that style of show. Same thing like as we progress, like Lost Galaxy and In Space was just crazy because of how much they felt like childhood, like kid versions of something like Star Trek, but still good.
Yeah, I would like it for them to go kind of back to that style.
Or at least make the shows that try to target that, I guess, young adult audience as opposed to the child audience. Because that's the thing. It's like kids normally, they want to feel...
Kids don't care about Power Rangers nowadays.
Yes, but they want to feel older than they actually are. So when there's a show that literally just feels like it's more for their demographics, like, I want something that skews older so I can feel like a bigger kid.
Even then, like kids aren't watching like Power Rangers, and they're barely watching like cartoons and television like that. What they're focused on is like Roblox and Fortnite.
Skibidi Toilet.
Exactly, Skibidi Toilets and Fortnite. By the way,
we're doomed.
We are doomed. I'm not kidding you. Skibidi Toilet is coming to Fortnite. Why?
No, it's in Fortnite. It's in Fortnite.
All right, it's in Fortnite. My bad. So
goodbye. Isn't it getting a movie? Isn't Skibidi Toilet getting a movie? A full on?
I don't know. I
think it is.
I'm gonna get a drink.
Ash, can you make mine a double, please?
I mean, it's only early in the morning drink. Get yourself a nice mimosa.
Zio, Zio, don't worry, I got you. We'll get you a triple.
Give me a quad. A quad and top it off with another shot.
just keep the shots coming, honestly, until I say stop.
Just give me the shot. You can take the rest. And let's go.
Oh yeah, I lost a bet at work. Next time we hang out, I gotta take 4 shots in 10 minutes.
Fantastic.
No.
All right, so that's enough on the Power Rangers side of things. Let's talk quickly about this very terrible low resolution box image of Vlam's toy.
Vlam? You mean
Sachika? No.
Sachika? No. Maybe, could be in the future.
It's kind of pink. Might be.
Yo, listen, I'm just saying this is yellow. That little thing next to Sachika is yellow. Maybe.
Well,
I'm just saying, it's
a
possibility.
She eat the pudding?
I mean, I don't know, is it set up? That guy, by the way, can we talk about the episode or no?
Ash has not seen it, but he's not here currently.
Because, like, that guy, the freaking guy who, mind controlled the entire room, made them happy, and then,
Lage 9.
Yeah. That you think he's gonna be that, or you think he's just they're setting
Yes.
up to be the next
Yeah,
big? Yeah,
it's very obvious, especially the scene in which Nirab has the pudding and he's putting
yeah,
it on the petri dish, and he says something along the lines of like, "This will be great. It even reminds me of you." And given that this guy is a jellyfish Granute and this
yeah.
is pudding,
Gelatinous.
obviously he's implying Line
Or
9 in that scene.
this, or this is one of those things where like whenever they try to trick us, because the show actually does trick us every now and again. Maybe he's thinking about Sachika.
Okay, so how does Nirab encounter Sachika? What are you talking about?
I have no fucking. This guy's a stalker who he gets Valen. He's always looking at fucking Shoma. I don't know what they know. You don't know what they know. They could know a lot more than we think.
Oh, I know a good bit. I'll tell you that much.
All right, fair enough. I respect it. But no, I generally think at some point Sachika's probably gonna be the wielder of this. I don't think like maybe not to begin with, but definitely at some point.
Well, I can tell you that over the course of the last 2 days, I've become very proficient in reading the Granute language. I've done a lot of backtracking on some documents, some scenes, not been translated yet, and I know some shit. This is kind of like if you watched Kuga and you found out the Grongi language as you were watching it, you kind of get spoiled for some shit, and I kind of feel like I spoiled myself in some shit by going this far into things.
Just watch the Grongi translation subs.
So I'll get into that when I post up my Gavu video because yeah, there's some deep shit.
So I again, Gavu, this week's Gavu wasn't like anything amazing like to write home about, but obviously there was a lot of setup for a lot of things to make you feel uncomfortable. Like we're definitely getting this is the bridge episode into like the later half of the show. Like
the thing is like this toy is supposed to be coming out like at the end of the year anyway, like or the start of next year, like very very early, like within 3 weeks this toy is coming out anyway. So because of that, we got to get this form. Like this writer's going to debut in I think Superhero Time is off not this week, but I think the week after, right?
Yeah,
for New Year's. Mm-hmm. So it'll probably be the episode after that. So 2 episodes from now, meaning that probably the preview for the episode after tomorrow will show this or the tease of it. Because we already know that Nirab's working on it.
Yeah, why did this writer need a belt is my question.
To be a writer?
Well, I mean, we have Valen. He has a gun.
Yeah, but he's not a Granute. This is clearly a Granute.
Yeah, but like, why would a Granute need like another mouth? He'll have 2 mouths down there?
No,
he's hungry. He's hungry.
Remember, they converted Shoma's Gavu into the Gavu.
Did they? I thought he was born with it like that.
No. Did you forget this page? This page?
Well, you pointed that out.
You actually pointed that out.
I told you, I've literally been studying everything the show's around me. I've translated this whole page.
Zio's just like that madman. Zio's just like that madman. He's got a room with like a board.
Literally, there's been portions in which I started typing up and I was like, I gotta stop. I gotta keep translating. I've got to find out all. Like I've been like blowing up several of these like images, just going deep into it.
Enhance.
Enhancing. I will tell you, I've gone crazy these last few days, and it's part of the reason why this has just taken so long, because I've been reading everything in Granute text.
So, guys, just so we're clear, the show is good.
There is no Carol. That's what he's discovered. Yeah, there is no Carol.
There's no Carol. But yeah, I mean, think about it this way. The show's really good if Zio's like this dedicated to fucking
I learned the language. I learned the language and I memorized most of it. It got to a point that after a while I was just looking at the text and I was like, okay, yeah, it's IND. See, I was legit like just typing it up as I kept going.
I have a question for you guys. Do you think we're in like a honeymoon phase with Gav?
I think the honeymoon phase is long over because we are several months into the show now.
I would say so too. Like, I think obviously this is definitely a great show. Best of Reiwa so far. This is the best pickings we've gotten at a while. But like, part of me also thought like for a long time that we liked this show so much more because of the show we got prior.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because this show hits. This show hits hard. But after a year of whatever that was, last year, after the year of that, it kind of makes me think like, at the beginning anyway, I definitely think like there was definitely some like post Gotchard just like, oh, thank God this show's just not that or not terrible. You know what I mean?
I think the key difference between this and something like Geats, because Geats definitely, I think we all agree its first arc was great.
We're not episode 16 yet, Zero.
No, but that's the thing. It's like Geats' first arc ended with episode 16.
Yeah.
Gavu's first arc ended 2 weeks ago.
And it's still cooking.
Exactly. So we're already into the second arc. Like this last episode that just played was the start of this next arc. So we've already gotten some of the impacts of what's going on. Like if we had gotten some of the shit about the disaster stuff or like all that before we hit New Year's with Geats, I don't think we would be ending the year still being hype on Geats. We'd be like questioning what the hell's going on.
True. Although I will say we did get what's it called? This being as obviously probably the next 6 to 7 episodes were already recorded long before like the show even aired. I'm curious to see like how far down the line we're gonna are we gonna start feeling the changes anytime soon?
No, we won't start feeling the changes until come February, because if they had already filmed half the show by that time, then that means by the time Gozyuger hits is when we'll start feeling any side effects of anything parents might have complained to Toei about or anything like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
So get ready for that brick wall come episode 23.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because what the next it would be like the next in between the next 7, 8, 9 episodes have already been done, right?
Well, the thing is, it's like even then, more than that. But the thing is, the complaints started rolling in obviously when the show started airing, and they just progressed from there. So we'll start.
Has the complaints still been coming in? By the way?
Yes.
Serious? How? Why?
It's too serious.
There's too much. It's too good. Is what it is. It's
too scary.
What do you mean too scary? It's colorful. Look at that. It's got pink and yellow right there. Shoma's like purple. He glows up. He's got a carnival theme for
But someone died 2 weeks ago, Cloudy.
No, there have been several more deaths since that. Oh Lord!
Now we get reminded of it every time we watch the intro because Sheeta just gets poofed.
Yes. Zio, there have been a lot of deaths in the show. This is an incredibly dark show with a very light.
And parents don't like it.
There is so much good light over. See, the thing is, it has that it's got the light overtone, so that it's not overly serious. That it's not presented that way, which is great because all the horrendous event. Because you got to remember, his mom died. The Honto's mom died. Honto's mentor was ripped in half. I actually just snapped in half. Like he's definitely dead. There have been a lot of deaths in this show.
And they're just going to keep on coming.
And the bodies are going to keep piling up. Like Sheeta's death. I know most people are probably happy for that. I mean, obviously you were, but still, he killed his sister? Sister right there in cold blood in front of her. Just did
well, to be fair, he was aiming for the two of them. He only got one, but
True. I mean, he could have finished the job. It's just he was just like, "Oh, I actually killed them. Oh, they're dead." By the way, funny thing about that framing for that scene? Do you think that he knew that he actually would have killed them in that moment?
I think so. He didn't realize that he creamed his sister too.
Dio, no. Someone put the no thing on him.
You just go.
Bad Zio. Where's my spray bottle?
But yes, so how you guys feeling about these terrible images?
I think they're god awful images, but I like the eyes of the suit.
Yeah, I like the eyes as well.
Are those horns or
they look like headphones?
That's what I was gonna say. Are headphones?
Headphones with antennas. The thing is just I can't figure out what's going on with the mouthpiece here, because it's odd on the orange one, the base form.
The pink
Well,
one
the
looks
pink one,
nice.
it has more of a solid color going on to it.
I don't know either. We saw like what the suit looks like. I think before in a previous scan.
Well, then we also got the sketches for it, but the sketches also made the mouthpiece look like one of those Gotchard arrows on the mouthpiece, but here it
Oh,
doesn't look as such. So I don't
mhm.
know if it's probably designed based off of memory versus what they actually made.
So this has two forms on its debut, or at least potentially.
Yes, seems like it.
So do you
So it
think this is
seems
one
like
of
two
those
different
things?
types of pudding on there because they're both like pudding cups that they
Yeah.
got on there.
Do you think this is just one of those things where it just switches between two forms for the most of it until it gets another attachment?
Possibly, but looking at this, it seems like his Gochizo is possibly a modified Gochizo, since obviously we know that Mira snatched up several of Shoma's Gochizos, and this one actually looks like it's a template of the cake one
Oh,
because it has the same opening style as the cake one.
true.
So it's possible that it's just the one Gochizo, and then he uses his weapon for the transformation, like for the form changes.
Maybe.
So
I'm not really excited about it though. If that makes any sense. Like, okay, cool, Third Rider, but I'm not. It doesn't excite me. If that makes any sense.
Mm.
Like, it's
Yeah.
not the writer itself is not what excites me about this. I'm more excited about, if believe it or not, the plot, what this entails.
I mean, we'll see. Obviously, everybody knows it's going to be Log A9. That's going to be it, especially since they got Toku doing his renewed suit acting for him now.
Mm.
So Toku only does writers, so he's clearly going to be the writer. Plus, why would you cast a veteran, actor like Kitame Silver apparently to play him?
True.
Oh shit! That's who's playing him.
Yeah. I didn't know because I didn't get that far into Kira Major, but
What do you mean if he dies early, you're done? There's been nothing to imply that he's going to die.
there's also nothing to imply that he's going to be a mainstay.
That is true. Because here's the thing: they got Log A9 clearly evil. They're just bad dude. He's going to die at some point.
And the thing is, I can easily see this rider suit becoming a trooper suit down the line.
Yep. Also, can I just say something that was brought up that was shown in the recent episode that I didn't really think about too heavily until like about a couple days afterwards. Nira got another heart, like those organs that he put in Hanto.
Yeah.
So Sachika or himself? What do you think?
I think Suga might be cooking with himself this time.
Okay. Because I don't know, Suga seems like the type of scientist that's just like going to experiment on other people until he's perfected whatever he's doing.
Well, that's the thing. It's like he's obviously looking at how Valen's doing right now. He's seen the recoveries that Hanto's gone through already through the implantation.
Yep.
He's now seen the growth with getting a new form, and now he's going to get yet another new form this upcoming episode. So I think he pretty much has gotten, okay, this is good. It might be good enough for me now.
Maybe. We'll see. Again, like Suga just doesn't seem like the fighting type to me.
I don't think it's Sheeta's heart because she kind of just like disintegrated.
Sheeta's what?
Disintegrated when she.
No. What do you mean? Is it Sheeta's heart?
That's what Chest of Greatness was asking. If it was Sheeta's heart that was given to him.
I doubt he would give it as like a sibling heart. He'd probably give one of the many grunts he has of anything.
The thing is, we don't know if the
It's not a heart. Also,
it looks exactly like a heart.
Well, I just meant like we don't know what it is because it definitely is not a heart. It would have replaced Hanto's heart, then, right?
You don't know. He could have had open heart surgery and literally had it implanted. That was my initial speculation when we got that episode of Gavu, was that it's a Granute heart because it's got the lineups for every single atrium in the heart.
Oh, okay.
Perfect lineup for it all. My thing is like maybe Granutes can still survive without their hearts, or that the heart is the organ that produces their familiars, which could explain why none of their foot soldiers, none of those Granoots have been able to make their own agents or familiars or anything like that because that organ's been taken out of them during the remodeling process of being able to, transform into a human and all that stuff. So it could be Lage 9's heart or his organ.
Maybe.
And since he is jellyfish, jellyfish are known as immortal creatures because they have the ability to self heal, and they also have the ability to technically age backwards to reduce cell damage and all that stuff. They're like pretty much the only animal we've studied that's been capable to do so, which I think might play a factor in Lage 9 in general. He might be. Actually, I'm thinking about this right now off the top of my head, just knowing the physiology of a jellyfish. He could become like one of those Darkonda characters where they think they beat him and then he just regenerates because it's how jellyfish roll.
Maybe. I mean, he's definitely one of those characters that's just like, oh, I don't want to, but I guess whatever. I'll do it. He's like definitely like one of those, reluctant type of dudes.
He just wants his sweets.
Exactly.
He wants some treats.
Although, organ or not, I was just thinking like, there's got to be something more to it to summon like the Gochizo, the minions, right? Because it's like, because then wouldn't like all the other ones from like have their own like minions? Oh,
well, that's the thing. It's like maybe other Granoots do, but we haven't seen that much of actual Granoot society in itself.
Because it seems like they come from the belt, like itself, right? At least,
I mean, they just come out of their Gavu.
Yeah. So, like, is that maybe that's not something that most like normal Granoots have? I don't know.
Then that would have made like their family, unique. But the thing is, Dente has been shown to produce his own.
That's what I mean, though. Maybe like that is something specifically like they made for.
But it could be because of Dente's diet, because he's only been eating human junk food, and that's not part of a regular Granoot diet.
He needs that people, little Soylent.
He needs that disgusting looking cake that Shida and Jeep were having on their birthday.
Possibly.
All right. So anything else on Vlam?
I hate that name.
Man?
I don't like that name.
Okay. Well.
I mean, what? It's like Flan or Flan. Both.
Yeah.
Come on. You got to get more creative with the name.
All right. So we had a little teaser for Gozuger come out in the beginning of the week.
Oh, yes. This is what I was excited about.
And Gozuger is indeed confirmed to be the 50th Sentai. And thus the 50th countdown.
You want to know how they got away with that?
Well, you know how they got away with it? Well,
Luke, he's not
hold on. Let me just get to this video here. They got a nice little countdown here. That's counting down. You get your 21s, 20s. We building up. We getting that number.
Look, 98.
What? What's this? At number 10, we got Q Ranger, and then number 9, it's Lupin Ranger, and 8 is Pato Ranger.
Yeah. So, yep.
And then I really hate that since they were counting backwards, it doesn't make the 45 on Zenkaiser look so weird currently. Because technically, if they were counting it the other way, then he would be 45. I mean, 46. Wearing 45 on his head. Which doesn't make no goddamn sense. Also, Ash, you're muted, so I don't know if you're talking or not.
No, I was going to say, I've seen some good photoshops with this revelation of Zenkaiger.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, man, you plastered your whole your whole number up here, but that ain't right. But I guess if you're counting down,
it makes it better.
Yeah, because they have a 5
the...
next to the 45, so it's kind of like, yeah, let's skew this in a way it's gonna work, I guess.
I mean, it's clever. I see it.
And then we get our countdown until the number one
Sentai. Oh, look at those kicks!
And got that the number one. Ooh. Better look at the suit though.
It's a good suit.
It is a good suit.
I don't know why, but now I'm starting to get what is it? Hurricaneger vibes. There's some like.
I don't know, the helmet still gives me a little bit of Die Ranger vibe, especially with like the eyes right here on the helmet.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's a color scheme because of.
Long story short, even though we thought we had a season after this to get to the 50th Sentai, they just decided to run it back and go like, no. So look, if you look at it, we technically had 2 Sentai seasons with Lupin Ranger versus Patranger because we had 2 teams. So it's there. So clearly this is the 50th Sentai.
I know why they did it, because it's like technically this would be the 50th year of like Sentai.
It would be, yeah. So technically next year is indeed the 50th anniversary of Himitsu Sentai Go Ranger going on air. So they decided to do that with this, and they decided to change their numbering scheme and blamed it on Lupat.
Right. I mean, clever girl.
Which I mean, I think the biggest thing that me and a few others were discussing is, there was a whole Sentai season, maybe even 2 of this one season. Well, 2.
What do you mean? There is not a season of a. There is not a Sentai.
And there was, and it had a nice cast.
There was no Akiba Ranger. It does not exist.
They had cameo appearances.
Akiba Ranger is not a thing.
From other Sentai actors. And they even got a call out during Zenkaiger. Like, they summoned them.
Akiba Ranger doesn't exist. What are you talking about?
They should have just said, here we are going to make
Akiba Ranger official.
Unofficial Sentai Akiba Ranger official. They are unofficially official Super Sentai. And because of that, we've now had 50 seasons of Sentai.
But then Lupat would have had to share a number. Or they would have to just...
They already do. Have you not seen the Sentai gears from Zenkaiger? They already share a number.
True.
They have the exact same number on their gear.
High
School Heroes doesn't count. They don't really look like a proper Sentai team.
If Mark was here, he'd probably use Giga as an excuse.
Oh. God. But yeah, what do you think of number 1 Sentai Goes Yuju?
I like it.
They're really trying to play up the
number 1 aspect of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So guys, what I have to say this. I have to expect nothing but greatness from the show. This has to be the number 1 Sentai of all time.
If it's not, we riot.
Exactly. Watch it be mid.
Well, Zio, don't jinx us, because you know what happened the last time you said watch it be mid?
The writers for Godchart are making this show.
Zio, I'm leaving the planet. I'm going to Mars with Elon Musk.
I wish. He went to Mars and just stayed there, but...
He stays there for the entire Sentai season and comes back, and then he suits the next one. He's like, nope, I'm going back.
No, he comes back. He's like, I bought Hasbro. I got an idea for a new Sentai season.
They're just gonna take these suits and then made them right in on a Cybertruck.
No. So, guys,
the thing is, it's like I still like the suit. Like looking at it,
it's a good suit, especially looking at it from this way.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird because the
I
armor
remember.
itself, or rather the suit itself, has a lot of holes in it, like a lot of small holes.
I just remembered what it reminds me of. This reminds me of Tajador.
Yeah, it does.
That's what I was because I was thinking it reminds me of something. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I couldn't remember for the longest time. Oddly enough, gives me Tajador vibes. I want this show better have some sick insert themes. I swear.
Well, given the cost-saving measures they took with Boom Boomger, they better be blowing their money on this because they went hella cheap with Boom.
That's what I'm saying. If we're
sake of
getting, if this is supposed to be #1 Sentai, I'm expecting #1 treatment. I'm expecting King Oger's budget for season 1, but for every episode.
Look, I was honestly expecting like a return to form / low budget entry for 2 years back to back, so they can go into the 50th with, you know, buku bucks. But they decided to speed run it, and I'm like, I don't think you guys are going to be able to spend as much as you really want to.
Well, maybe they saved at the end of King Oger, plus with all of Boom Boomger. Listen, those jackets are cheap.
But even then, like they're not making it up in terms of toy sales and stuff like that. I mean, apparently the Boom Boomger toys are selling a bit better when the Gavu toys sell out, because parents go out to buy Gavu toys for their kids and they're sold out. They just go to Boom Boomger next.
See, parents still buying Gavu toys because guess what? It's a good show.
Because you know, it's that trickle down tokunomics.
All right. Is there any more to this trailer? Or is that it?
That's pretty much it. It's just that we get the eyes lighting up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that, and then they'll light up, and we get that logo.
We get any logo.
Yep. 50 years of Sentai.
Acknowledging that original color scheme, and yet you know, the Go's users are not using that original color scheme.
Yeah.
Which I'm just like, that's what I expected, was for them to start, you know, if they're going to be celebrating the 50th, they'd be matching the original color scheme. But no.
Yes. What's the only difference again? It's like black is pink, right?
Yep. Black is pink, and that's it, I believe.
Okay, because if that's it, I mean, to be fair, that black does have a lot of pink on that suit.
Yeah, that's true as well. It's got like pink adjacents on it. It's adjacents I'm looking for. Outlines.
Yeah.
Accents.
Yeah. Accents. Sorry. Accents.
Yeah, it's kind of like the quote unquote white Ninja Steel Ranger / Ninja.
Or Gal Ranger, with the whitish pink. Yeah,
or the white Gal Ranger. You know what I mean? Like technically they are white, but they have a lot of pink accents.
Mm-hmm.
Or the white. What was it? Is it Zoo Ranger? No. The tiger girl from the cube. The cubes with the man.
Oh yeah. Georgia. Zoo Ranger. Zoo Ranger's Mighty Morphin. So my brain was trying to like router itself to.
I confuse Zoo Ranger and Zoo Ranger.
No, that's okay. Yeah.
Well, I can hope that the season after this will be a proper reboot of Go Ranger.
No, it's going to go on hiatus. Sentai's dead after this. I'm calling.
No, it's going to be a reboot.
This is the final season. You know, they've been saying this for like the last few entries. Every time they interview them, it's like, they want us to treat this like it's the last Sentai because it damn well might be, and they keep saying that.
Guess what? This is going to be
the last Sentai.
No, we're gonna get a reboot of what's it called? Jew Ranger.
Shin Jew Ranger.
It's gonna be called Mighty Morphing Power Rangers, but in Japanese.
Mighty Morphin Powerful Rangers.
Yes, exactly.
Power Sentai Mightyger.
Yeah. Mighty Sentai Powerager.
Watch it just burn to the ground, and they're like, we're done. Sentai's peak. Oh, we're done. And we're going to bring back Metal Heroes. And then they drop the mic, and then it's just like, here's new Metal Heroes.
That implies it has to peak. This show better be good for all the #1 is doing.
Watch it be so bad. I'll stop. I have a habit.
You're going to jinx this show to be.
It's terrible. So bad that it plummets the entire franchise.
All right, guys. You heard this. You heard this clip. You see this clip right here. In the future, when we get Gozuger, remember this moment.
I mean, it's not my future self coming back in time and telling me that Gozuger is going to be mid.
I know, but like,
could you imagine if I do that in the Boom Boomger video? Could you only imagine I do that?
Do it. Do it. Let's see what happens.
All right, let me get the Kigurumi. Let me get that situation going.
Going. Oh god. So yeah, you guys hyped for the show? For 50 Sentai, 50 years of Sentai.
I mean, look, I still like the suits, but I still gotta know more. That's the thing. It's like it's really too early to tell. I need production staff. I need to know. Like,
I want to see night fights. With what they showed us at the end with like the glowing bits. I need night fights. Please.
The thing is, it's just like, what if this show does end up going even more back to basics?
What do you mean?
Like, even more toning it down of like any semblance of a cohesive storyline, and it's literally just episodic as fuck.
I hope not. I mean, considering the setup,
what setup?
Shouldn't be. Grandfather passes on, like, you know.
Yes, Ninja. How well did that do?
I mean, it's also got a family theme.
Yeah, Ninja. How well did that do?
Magi Ranger. How well did that do?
That was 20 years ago, my guy.
Exactly. Guess what? 20 years. Special crossover. What?
You think Kai's actor is actually going to come back? That man's rolling in though.
Yes, he would. Yeah, he would. I feel like he would. Yeah, listen, Kiva's actor comes back every now and again. That man's rolling in though.
Wataru? No, we haven't seen Wataru back. What?
Oh, I mean, for like the live stage performances, he always does covers of his songs.
Because he's a musician.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna get paid.
It wouldn't hurt. Kiva.
Kamen Rider Kiva.
Yeah. Okay. Highly great season of Rider, which I think you should watch. A lot of people don't. They underestimate Kiva. They don't think it's as good as it is.
I've heard.
Yeah, I just think it's like it's your typical Inoue-isms of it back in the day. That's the thing. It's like when we had so many Inoue seasons back to back, it's like, it's good, but at the same time, it's just like it's been there, done that. I already expect what's going to happen, that type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's different from going from there to waiting 12 years to get something like a Dom Brothers, and then you're like, oh my god, what's all this new again?
But I highly recommend, like, for anyone who's like tired of like current year like Rider or Sentai, to go back and watch it because it's refreshing. It'll definitely be refreshing.
But will this be refreshing, or will it be more of the same?
Find out as we get announcements on December 25th.
Find out after Boom Booming.
I think.
Well, the thing is, like, they're gonna have a crossover. Apparently, Red Wolf or whatever the hell his name's gonna end up being ends up showing up in, I think, one of the January episodes of Boom Boomger. Apparently, it might be like
that, though?
No, not always. Because remember, we didn't get King Oger in Dom Brothers.
No, we didn't get.
We got the mech.
Yeah, we got the mech showing up for no goddamn reason.
Mm-hmm.
They tied it in all right.
Yeah, and that was it. Yeah, but otherwise, no, because I mean, before that, sure, we got Don Momo and Zenkaiger, and that was about it. But then again, the Don Momo that we got there acted differently from the Don Momo we actually got in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here we'll see, because it might be the same situation as what we got in a lot of the early writer debuts in the past seasons, where they would act like a completely different interpretation of what we actually got in the show.
Do you think this show could top Dombros as your favorite Sentai?
Anything's possible.
All right.
We'll see.
I can't wait to get the opening weeks. I hope it's hype as all hell.
I mean, the opening can be hype, but it can still be a mid-show.
True, but I'm just like, I don't know.
I mean, I love the Go Andra opening and the Tokuger openings, but them seasons,
Tokyo is great. What are you talking about?
Can't get past that first episode.
Why don't you try? You know,
I tried back when it was airing.
I try harder.
No.
Try and fight. Come on.
Nah, I'm good.
Fine, guys. You know what we gotta do? Toku rewind. We gotta get Tokyo drawn there.
No. I mean, after this, we're going Showa. What you talking about? We going Showa, baby.
We have to go Showa.
Yeah, after we're done with Mebius and Change Irion, we're going Showa.
By the way, how are you enjoying Maybes?
A jump to the sky turns to a rider kick.
Probably my my most enjoyed Ultra current.
Let's go. It is my favorite season for a reason.
Obviously better than Jeed, better than Decker.
Trigger,
Obviously,
Decker.
well, I didn't watch Trigger.
Oh, I thought you did. Okay.
Blazar, I would say Blazar would be a second for me, but right now with that that film though, that Blazar film is number one. Maybe it's can edge it out, but we'll see. Arc currently enjoyable, but I do find it a little bit below Blazar. Orb I enjoyed, but Orb Origin Saga was like the peakest that thing had. So, sire.
Fair.
But Orb Origin Saga was like the best part of Orb.
All I know is I'm gonna try to get you to watch Super 1. I guess so.
Well.
Or maybe the audience to watch Super 1. Super 1's a very good rider show. I think people should watch that.
All right. So besides all that, the last thing that I got is just these brand new toys that we got in Netikiri World.
New toys? Oh,
nice. New toys.
Yes. New toys.
I haven't seen a lot of these new toys. I think I've heard rumblings, but I have not. I don't know what these are.
Oh god.
Yeah, so we definitely got some stuff in there. Ooh, look at that cake.
Ooh,
Yum.
Yummy.
Is that a stamp at the bottom of that?
Cake.
Can I zoom in more? Yeah, I can zoom in a little bit more.
Chicken burger.
Keep zooming in on the wrong thing. Okay. So yeah, showcasing off with the different drivers up on there. I like how they have this whole big stand and it's just like the belt there. I guess so you can take a picture with the driver with the background.
Yeah.
And of course, the 50th Sentai Showcase. Ooh. Telling you the numbers. Trying to get y'all educated on these numbers. How to count to 50.
They just made up recently.
Yeah, I just can't wait for people going to like the wikis and stuff going like the 49th entry of the Super Sentai series celebrating the 50th
anniversary of Super Sentai. As the 50th Sentai series.
Yep.
No, there was a lot of comments on my video who I guess didn't watch it, but they said, actually it's the 49th entry. I was like, oh, you sweet, so you didn't watch the video.
Yeah.
Actually.
I mean, the producer, the executive producer, went out of his way to like say why he wanted to do this specifically, and it was to offset the anniversaries between Sentai and Kamen Rider, because usually they would end up doubling up, and they'd have pretty much 2 anniversary shows going on concurrently. They're essentially trying to pull the Decade effect of like, hey, let's off-sync these shows, because Decade's entire purpose was literally let's off-sync these shows so they don't start the same month and end the same day as well. So we can maximize on these toy sales by having them run 6 months apart from each other. Great, cool. Look at how well that turned out. It didn't turn out well for Sentai. Worked great for Kamen Rider. But then, and now it's like, well, let's do the same thing with anniversaries. Let's offset it so Sentai has their anniversaries during this time period, and we're not going based off a season number, but actual anniversary year.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's just like Kamen Rider just does an anniversary whenever they feel like doing a fucking anniversary.
They did last year for whatever reason.
They'll do an anniversary for the year it came out. They'll do an anniversary for the number of shows within the calendar year of, the Japanese eras that they're in. They'll do one based off of Ishinomori's birthday. Because I think Kiva was done in honor of Ishinomori's 70th birthday or something like that. So they'll pull just shit out of their ass just to celebrate an anniversary. So you can't tell me that the entire point of this is to offset with Rider. Yeah. Rider will just decide it's an anniversary year because they said so.
Yes. In fact, I can't wait for Gavu to halfway through the show become an anniversary season.
Legend will just show up.
Yeah.
At the halfway point and said, "Here, I'm here to fix the show."
If that happens, by the way, I'm dropping Gavu immediately.
He's gonna pull his own Gochizo and then an upgrade to his legend driver.
I'm quitting the show if that happens.
It's gonna have a mouth, except it's gonna look like Decade's mouth on his waist.
Decade's mouth.
Yes, and he's going to be feeding it little Gochizos.
I mean, why wouldn't it at that point just be the lion from, what is it, Beast? Because didn't Beast lion eat as well?
Yeah, but that would be acknowledging that his suit actually drew inspiration from Beast, but they don't want to say that.
But it does. He's a freaking lion.
Hibiki finally gets some love. We're getting a CSM.
Tuning fork.
And belt.
Oh, okay. The belt, I didn't. All right.
I'm not gonna lie. The belt's fire though, because
the belt looks nice. Does it come with the tuning fork?
Yes.
Okay, good.
It's all there. You got the discs and everything.
Oh,
I don't think they transform, but they probably transform. They look like they could possibly transform.
Oh, I want those drumsticks so that I can bang on something.
I just hope that that's actual leather and not fake leather, because I'm like, for the price point that this is going to be, this better be real fucking leather.
What was that?
You even get the drumstick.
Oh, sorry, my mic's
Oh, okay.
It's old.
Fair.
But yes, we got that. So Hibiki, CSM, anybody hyped for that? Regardless of what you say about the show.
I don't like the show, so I don't really care. It looks great though. It does look great.
It looks very nice.
It does nothing for me though.
Well, another double driver gets you excited?
I'm leaving.
Because we got yet more CSMs from Double. Because, you know, the one driver that Double has that is like the Double driver, except not, because we just scooped that one portion of it, called it a whole nother driver. And there it is. Well, guess what? This is the easiest CSM in the world. The Lost Driver finally gets the CSM treatment. Ooh, we in there. We living. But I bet you're right. You have how many double driver CSMs? You have like 42 of them, right? You got every release and re-release, correct? There's been like one double driver CSM about every year now. It's crazy. But in case that's not enough, we got more.
I told you I memories. So
we got more.
What you're telling me I'm going to be paying an arm and a leg for what's essentially half a double driver that'll say Joker, Metal, Trigger, Heat, Cyclone, maybe Luna.
Yes.
No. The only thing I would want is maybe Eternals, and I would because it comes with the knife.
But it's gonna come with the Eternal memory in there too, because he also uses it.
Was there a knife in there? That's all right. That's what I thought. Right.
But yes, they've got more Gaia memories available for the purchasing as well.
Do you know how many sets of Gaia memories I own?
Too many.
There's too many that's come out. You know how many different forms of Gaia memories you can have at this point?
And then I hate that I just got the Fang memory like earlier in what was it, this year or last year that I got it? I forget.
I think it was last year.
Either way, they're re-releasing it along with the Extreme memory, but CSM editions.
You fucking lazy.
We cooking. We cooking.
My steak is raw, Zio. I don't like raw steak.
They got the Shipu memory. The Kido. Now, honestly, these look kind of cool in the wooden shape, the wooden cut of them.
Does it warrant the price tag?
What is there? But now we move on to Den-O
I'm buying
getting the weapon with all of its transforming goodness.
I'm buying that.
Once again, I don't know what the fuck is up with Toei's branding, because they have a whole CSG line that is going underutilized, and because this is another CSM.
Wait, this is CSM. This isn't.
This is under the CSM line, just like the Phys Edge, which is also under the CSM line, which makes no sense. You have a whole CSG line. Why are you making these still under
the whole purpose? The
exactly.
CSG line?
And it's like, nah, CSM. It's like they forgot their own brands. But yes, new re-release of the Den-O belt, along with all the accessories on there, and the add-on, so you can make the other Den-O versions. Get that K-Toros 2.
Boo! But give me that weapon. Is it weird? I don't like Den-O that much. I always thought it was a little boring until like the second half.
Yeah.
Oh. I was never that big into Den-O.
Neither was I. I mean, coming off the hype that was Kabuto, and then we watched this, nah.
You think? Yeah. So from Kabuto to this, oh my god.
I kind of wish I was following stuff like that back in the day, but I wasn't.
I still remember because Kabuto came out during my senior year of high school, so I was like gassing that shit up. That's how I got a lot of my high school friends into Kamen Rider was Kabuto.
Kabuto was my second ever season of Kamen Rider, and I just thought it was peak.
And then Den-O came out, and I tried showing my friends. They were like, "Why this lame as fuck?"
So I decided
make this dude a bitch.
I watched Den-O after Kabuto because I was like, "Oh, let me just watch the season afterwards." Clearly, it's just as good. No.
So you ready for Gene?
I'm gonna burn it.
Got that nice new driver. Another change to that
form looks so
driver.
The form is terrible. How it's not in the bottom? One of the bottom representatives is beyond me.
Now I will say this. Kind of like this belt. I might get this belt.
Zio, look at the suit. It's attached to.
I know, but I might get this belt. This is a nice belt.
Zio, the suit.
Look at belt.
Zio, the suit.
I might regret it like the Zillion driver, but look at this belt. This belt looking good.
Zio, think about the Zillion driver. Think about how bad that was.
Look, Cloudy. I already pre-ordered the Zane driver.
You did what?
Yes. I'm getting that. That's gonna be mine's.
That's another regret you're gonna have. Great.
And I'm looking at this, and I'm just like, I might have to get this. This looking kind of good.
Zio, can you not be like me for 2 seconds and just say no? Have some restraint. How much is this anyway?
All I need is a price. We don't have a price yet. We don't have a price.
This is gonna come out like $250.
I doubt it.
No,
it's gonna be how much? How much am I paying for the Zane driver? Let me look again.
Was the Zane driver what, $125?
Because it can't be more expensive than the Zane driver.
No, it shouldn't be.
Like that one's like premium deluxe with all this extra shit. Zane driver DX.
Just imagine Zio looks at the price and has a heart attack. He's like, "What? I spent that much?"
It's just $200.
Zio, you're not spending another $200 on a belt. Think about that, Zio. That's $200 you could have to almost literally anything else. $200 of alcohol. Think of it.
I might still get it. I don't know.
No.
I thought you would be the most mad about this because
I'm the most mad about this.
I hate the suit. When I saw the suit, I was mad about the suit. I don't
like
the suit. It's not good.
Disgusting. It is.
I don't like the show. I don't like outsiders. I like this belt though.
Zio,
I really like this belt though.
I have a question for you. Even if it has a good belt, you gotta remember it's attached to that suit. Oh, blah blah something says it's on Toku Collectibles for $150.
Lies, because I'm on Toku Collectibles right now and it says $200.
Damn.
So unless they raise their price.
Unless Zio got ripped off.
Well, the thing is, I'm doing the payment plan, so it doesn't matter.
Uh,
But I'm on their site right now, and it shows $200.
Yeah.
I just, Zio, you gotta control you can't spend that much money on this.
Look,
No,
look,
don't do it.
I love Toku Collectibles. They sent me some really cool stuff in the mystery box, but like even I take it easy going on there.
Zio, you don't need that belt. You don't need it.
Zio, put down the belt.
Do you even have a Daiza for it?
I can get one.
No, that's even more money. That's another $35.
Look, the thing is, it's like right now I do have like a shelf space problem. Because I can tell you right now on the ground, I have a Zengoku driver. I have just shit like there on the side. I'm like, I got no space for you. On the ground, it is.
Mike would be very happy right now that it's on the floor.
Yes, he would be very happy, actually. But my point still stands, Zio. You don't need another useless driver with another useless Daiza to take up useless space in your background.
But it will look cool though, won't it?
It would.
Who cares if it looks cool in your background? You're going to use it for like, what, 2 minutes?
See,
plus, that look, I already got like the Vision, the Zillion. This is just going to fit, like add on to the trifecta.
So you're happy you bought the Zillion?
Fuck no.
Alright, so here's my thing. So then stop. Stop here and now. This has already fucked you in the past. What if you get this thing, you look at it, and it's like, oh, it's not as good as the pictures at all. It's terrible. This is glass right here. It's just a fucking fancy mirror.
No, the thing that would piss me off is if they pull what they did with the Vision driver.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Which is, it's like, I buy this, and then 6 months later, Premium Deluxe, we're going to throw in some CSM straps. We're going to make this thing actually play some extra sounds and things like that. We fix some of the issues with the LED bleeding and stuff like that. It's just like, oh, you son of a bitch. You going to do this now? You going to do this to me now?
Wait. Just wait, see. You don't have to get it now. Just wait. He's gonna buy it and do an opening for it. And then he's gonna regret it. And I'm gonna.
Don't you act like you know me, because you do.
I do know you. Just like you know, I'm getting the very next thing in this slide.
Yes. Premium Deluxe big weapons. I like how they just put big weapons on here.
I might as well just say Cloudy's gonna buy this.
Yes.
That's generally how that goes.
Get that ZO sword.
Oh, you know I'm getting that sword.
Get some use out of them ride watches.
I actually really like the ride watches.
So do I.
Yeah. It's the best thing to come out of that show. Well, one of the best things. I gotta lie, the suits in this show were really good. Except for the final form.
Yes. Final form. Not Oma ZO final form.
No, yeah, not that final form.
It's all about, like, you know.
You know what the messed up thing is? The movie final form would have been a perfect final form for the show.
Agreed.
And
then, of course, I get the Magnum. Gonna get that Magnum.
Yeah. There's only one CSG I'm not getting.
We got that DX Ultimate Bracelet and New Generation Brooch.
It's the button sword.
You're not gonna get that?
Nah, it's just a fucking sword. Why would I get that?
To honor your main man, Kawa.
I like
his Darkest of Time.
I like Ryuga Sato as an actor. I don't like that form that much. Ooh.
Yep, you can get yourself that Zero Twin Sword Ultra Replica. It's very nice. Memorial Boom Boom Changer. Who's excited for that Memorial Boom Boom Changer? Because I know several of y'all that have been voting in the Toku Awards long list definitely love them some Boom Boom Changer, especially more than a certain Fi's driver.
I will not be buying.
So y'all better be buying all of these.
Oh, so funny thing is, I forgot to mention, I'm moving apartments soon.
Also, you had to drag all your shit?
No, I need more space to put all my shit in.
Ah, that's why I bought a house.
I bought a floor of a building, so. Yeah.
Ooh, a whole floor of a building. Big time.
It's a nice building.
Yeah, and I'll be getting a new desk eventually, so I can make more room of the study.
Now, I will say, since we are getting yet another memorial best selection mobile rights, I can finally buy it. I keep missing out every time I've been wanting to buy this.
Oh,
because the last release was with the 10th.
That's great. You can spend your money on that and not on that other belt.
I'll buy both.
You do not.
This one's going to come with the Boom Boom Your keys on there. But I'm guessing since this is going to be coming out next year, that they'll probably already throw in voice lines or at least the lines to read the Goes User keys. Because why wouldn't they when Goes User is officially anniversary season?
True. I wonder how they're going to implement the anniversary aspect of the show.
By having the logo of past Sentai teams on their chest when they do different power-ups.
Is that confirmed?
No, but since it looks like their gimmick is essentially the rings that they wear, and those rings would be becoming the headpiece of the Robo, they'll probably make rings based off of previous Sentai Robos, and he'll get head swaps that are based off of those. But I'm assuming that during that same time, they'll probably implement the logos onto the chest pieces.
I mean, it would explain why it's so, it would explain all the the black space.
Yes. So that's what I'm thinking.
Could be.
But this one's definitely in my must-buy list is the mobile rights. So gotta get it. I don't care about the Boom Boom. Oh, they actually do show the breakdown on how it's made, and I'm like, okay, all right, because I just recently took mine apart, obviously, to paint it, so it looks to be virtually the same. Okay.
All right, nice. I'm not getting that,
but I will be getting this phone.
I'm not getting that.
Man, shame about Gokai Silver's phone. They were thinking about doing it, but then.
What? You're not excited? Why wouldn't they invite that lovely Gokai Silver back into the fold?
I don't know. They tried getting a hold of him, but it turned out being a hard time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well,
I wonder what was so hard about it.
He was trying to impersonate the same people that are keeping him at bay.
Oh, I see. It's a shame.
Yeah, it's definitely a shame. Better look next time.
Damn.
We got some Pretty Cure stuff. Don't really care too much on that front.
I'm getting into trying to get John into Pretty Cure because I like Pretty Cure.
Now
I couldn't get into Pretty Cure.
Where was it?
I thought about getting the Boom Boom Jimobira because I missed out on the other memorial editions, and then get the keys for the Ranger teams I like.
This is another piece that they showcased off. I'm trying to see if I can pull it up or not. Because it was, how they typically have these concept belts and things like that they would showcase off on there. They had this really cool device that's actually a brace, and it just had the holographic display on here, the screen projecting Henshin and stuff like that on there, which was pretty damn nice. And normally when they end up showing something like that, that means that we'll end up getting an implementation of that, a few years down the line. Because when we got like the LED display and shit like that and the automated moving parts, that ended up leading to obviously the Sun Driver from Black Sun, the next Fi's gear, like all that stuff essentially had concepts that we've seen before. There was like a steaming belt that they showed off a few years back as well that still hasn't seen a proper dedication to, but I think had they done the a proper CSM of the Shin Kamen Rider like typhoons, I think that would have been the best time to implement it, but they didn't. So lame. But the big one is not that. Where is it? The Cyborg 009 collab.
Oh, yes, I remember this.
Ooh,
That does showcase off a pretty nice belt here.
that does look cool.
That is.
And I like that they actually have a website that was, let me close out of that. A website that was dedicated specifically to it that actually did give like some backstory information on what they're trying to cook up with that.
So funny thing about oddly timing enough. Today I started watching Pluto.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And
that's all. I mean, did similar animation to Cyborg 009.
so I mean this is a collaboration that's just like, well, it's definitely cool. It's like our Disney Imagination belt of what we're gonna get next year. It's like this is the next collab belt that we're gonna be getting on here. And I'm like, it's not really much of a collaboration, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
The reason why it's not much of a collaboration is Kamen Rider and Cyborg 009 share a creator. Like Ishinomori created both of them. He loves his cyborgs.
Yes.
So having them create a belt that emphasizes that, hey, more power to them. Now, the thing is, given all the accessories and shit that this is going to be having, this is probably going to be one expensive-ass belt. Question is, are you buying it? Because I know I am going to be trying to get it.
Yep.
Probably not.
Why not?
I don't know.
Maybe he's not a fan of Cyborg 009.
No, I've never seen Cyborg 009. That's why.
See, he doesn't know about the whole tooth thing and accelerating.
Shame.
Great show, by the way.
I am wondering if this belt is actually going to have all of their numbers showcased on there, because according to the website, pretty much all the cyborgs get a belt. Like they're all
Wait,
common, right?
including all the other cyborgs or no?
All the heroes.
Okay.
They're going with Ishinomori logic on who is a Kamen Rider, aka good guys, heroes. Bad guys don't be writers. They get different names.
Fair.
But I like that this includes the blaster and all that stuff on there as well. It just has a really like true to the times design with that modern flair. So I am very much up for it. What would be your dream release for CSM, or what collaboration? Actually, I should phrase that differently. What collaboration would you like seeing get like the Henshin belt treatment? Because now that we've had Disney and we've got Cyborg 009, I think Disney alone is just like,
yeah,
anything's on the table. You can put whatever the fuck you want and make it into a Rider belt. Before
the Breaking Bad cocaine, but I mean,
not a Rider belt, but I want to see Memorial Edition Gohan Watch for the Great Saiyaman that he had.
Oh, that could be fun.
Okay.
Because like Saiyaman's based on like Rider Man and stuff like that.
I'm trying to think of what would be
Gundam.
crazy.
Probably
Yeah,
give me a Gundam crossover. Some kind of Sunrise crossover, I guess.
A Gundam belt.
Yeah.
Designed by Kotoki. Hajime Kotoki. Legendary designer, creates a Rider belt, but you got to assemble it yourself. That's the catch.
I'd be down for that.
Like,
I would.
They come with IKEA instructions. You got to assemble the belt yourself.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Wire up all the electronics.
Wiring be like, okay, maybe not that far.
Well, you got to make it work.
I thought it was just like putting on the frame, and it's like the frame is already done. Like the base is already done.
It's like frame arm series or something like that. Now you gotta like get with the intricacies of it. They're gonna treat this like Bandai's gonna release this under the perfect grade model kit line. It's gonna come in a box that's like huge as fuck, and you just gotta literally assemble it. It's gonna come with a soldering iron and everything.
What the fuck? No. It's gonna come with like a current tester, so you can be like, "Yep, power's going there."
It's gonna come with a lot of stickers as well, or it's gonna have a lot of water slide decals as well.
Well, I have to buy my own panel lining markers.
Yes, so definitely sold separately. They'll make a new line of Gundam markers designed specifically for this belt.
That's great.
Yep. So that'll be your Gundam. But which Gundam series though?
I mean, obviously, you would go say classic, like Gundam, OG Gundam. But me personally, give me X or G.
I would take X. But outside that, I'm trying to think what else.
Because I think a G Gundam belt would go pretty hard.
Only if it comes with like a glove that remotes into it that lights up.
No, I'm just assuming like the main part of the belt has the bell, and it just like it hits the bell.
Oh, it's the gong, and then yes. That would be nice. One gets your gummies. Get some gummies.
I'm good on gummies. Also, I don't think that they have a good shelf time between the shelf time from Japan to the US.
No, they still ship them.
Oh, okay.
When you buy some imports, sometimes they'll throw them in there. You know what? Bring back Bionicles. Do a Bionicles Kamen Rider collaboration.
Bring back Juicy.
There's like a really long lore video on Bionicles on YouTube.
There is.
Yeah.
There's a couple.
Give me that Matanue, just all that just in there. Literally comes with a mask you get to put on.
So, much like Bionicles, are you going to build it yourself?
Yes, they'll come in like the classic Bionicles canisters.
You just have to like it's just a can, and you have to
the canister, you just pop that thing open and then just pour it out. But you got to collect them all. It's going to come with like 6 different sets, and every set is going to come with one piece of the belt for you to make the bigger piece at the end.
Oh, gosh.
It's got to work. It's got to work. Or, Hasbro can get off their ass and do a Transformers collab.
Ooh.
How about Matrix of leadership in a rider belt? I'd be down for that.
That'd be fun.
Got to make it work.
Let's see. 60, 56.
Oh, you're still doing your mathing over there on what you.
Yeah.
The worst thing is, Ash, it's futile. You'll never get close.
I don't know. We'll find out.
How many digits are you at right now?
I haven't calculated fully, but there's a lot of digits. So I'm just adding up all the orders on King's Comic and stuff like that.
A Ben 10 collab. Is Ben 10 even relevant?
Not that I know of.
I don't think there's been a new series or season of it yet.
No. I thought there was rumors of it coming out.
Let's do a Beyblade collab. Shoot a Beyblade from your belt. Just attack somebody by just...
Question is, which season of Beyblade?
The first.
Oh.
The best.
The best?
Yep.
I mean, it does have the best opening thing, I think. Good old Cobalt Dragon.
But yeah, besides these toys and stuff, see, there's those CSMs that I was talking about. Look at that. We got that Fang and Extreme, which I don't.
Funny thing about that is, it took me a lot longer until I was much older to realize that the spirits inside the bays were based on the 4 cardinal Beasts.
Wow.
I was a kid. It was a child. You think as a child I was gonna know about
Yes.
a Chinese mythology as a child? You're insane.
Yeah, yes, because it was so prominent back in the days. Like I knew about that stuff.
It was in everything.
As
But
a kid, yes.
I was a kid, Zio. I was literally like freaking 5. I'm not.
Like if you watch Yu Yu Hakusho, remember when they fought the 4 Saint Beasts?
Yes, I do.
Exactly, the same ones.
I know. I just thought it was a coincidence. And in Digimon, just a coincidence.
Which one was Digimon again with the Saint Beasts?
Oh no, I think they want Digimon crossover, like a Digimon belt.
Oh, okay.
But yes,
Dream Journal from Dream Man. I'm hyped for that. You want this Detective Conan bow tie?
No, I do like Detective Conan though. I think it's is it still the official like longest running like
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still other like animes have been running much longer. Like Sasai-san has been around since like the 60s.
A Monster Hunter belt? Oh.
No. That would be cool though. I saw the Monster Hunter like Transformers collab, and that looked nice.
I'm just trying to think of how that would work. Just don't watch the Monster Hunter film.
No, I've been avoiding that.
Don't want to.
Don't watch it. Just don't watch it.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want none of that. Oh, but that is pretty much it. Like when it comes to like toys and stuff. So we got a lot of good stuff there. Obviously, for those of you that weren't around in the beginning, I was taking in some votes for the long form of the awards for the Toku Awards, because right now there were some not looking so good.
Have there been any new entries since the start of the stream?
Let me see. We went from 43 when I started to 49.
Okay, nice. That's an improvement.
So you have until tomorrow morning to do some voting on there. I'm gonna throw in the link once again on here, so you can try and narrow down some of these, because it is from best to worst, and there's for several of these going to be a best category, which is going to be the top 4, and a worst category, which is going to be the bottom 4. And right now, several of these bottoms ain't bottoming for me. They ain't that good.
Yep. I mean, to be fair, it's a lot of like misunderstandings and whatnot. All right, I'm gonna be heading out. The snow is getting pretty terrible here, so.
Yeah, I got washing I need to hang out, and Marvel Rivals I need to play. So if Zia, you're getting on that, I will get on it in a bit.
Yes. For anyone that doesn't know, we've been getting on Marvel Rivals after these streams. So if anyone wants to add me on there for some fucking around and finding out, then just add me on there. It's literally just Zio Agito, exactly like you see there on Marvel Rivals, and that's what I'll be on for like the next 3 hours.
Yeah, where you could watch Zio play Penny, Parker, and Jeff the Shark for 30 minutes.
We'll probably do more Splatoon wannabe matchups for a bit.
I think I've nearly done all the stuff I need to do for that one.
No, when it started last night, it was nothing but tryhards on there, and it was like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Couldn't get anything. Plus, I'd never played with Jeff before, so it was ridiculous. What do you mean? Try the link again. It says link not public. It's good now. Oh, wait. That's the wrong thing. Let me see. That's the wrong one. There it is. That's the right link. And then you can go ahead and vote on some of these and see what you got. Because yeah, some of these just ain't working out.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see here if there's any other ones that I was upset about. There are a couple that have some blank entries on there that honestly ignore those. You can put those at the very bottom. I'll just ignore them when I see them on the list anyway, because it either came from me hitting a space on there and just forgetting about it, but I can't make the edits on this after I make the voting live. So, but this is just up until tomorrow morning. Then I'm going to end it and then compile the real final list for the Toku Awards so people can vote on the finalist for a lot of these, plus the other categories that didn't need to get shortened down because they already had 4 nominees. So it is how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
What did we all think about that Superman trailer? We'll go back to the beginning of the stream where we talked about it. Because yes, we literally did talk about it in the beginning. All right. Well, we hit the 2-hour mark. I think that's fine, considering not much really going on. So, you got anything else, Ash?
No, not a lot. I'm calculating Toku debt. I'm going to try and work on that video tonight. I'll condense it, like as per requested.
Yes.
So I'll probably just be like, "This is how much I made," and then that's what I'll do.
It's like, here's a quick rundown on everything that I bought. This. Total price, this much. God, I hate myself. Something like that.
Yeah. I won't add in pictures and stuff like that. Yeah.
No, that's too much work.
But yeah, no, because I have to get screenshots of like every order I made on like websites and stuff like that.
Yeah, just don't throw your toys on the ground like some people do when they submit up their videos.
Oh no, the value is going down. But yeah, I'm gonna try and work on that. Well, it won't take long to work, and I just got to calculate it and then be like, "This is how much I made." Fuck my life.
No, usually how that goes. So yes, also submit up your Toku Debt videos because deadline Sunday. Sunday is the deadline to get in to get those in.
Calculating it now, I don't know where I am, but I might be. I doubt I'll beat Mark, and I doubt I'll beat you or Cloudy. Maybe I'll make it to the top 5 again, possibly. But you said there's only 5 entries so far, so I will be in the top 5.
Yes, that's the thing. It's like right now we've only got 5 entries for this is the lowest amount of Toku Debt entries I've ever got. Even the first one had more entries than this, and that was back when I was much small time. But still, I guess people didn't buy much this year.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
All right.
Oh, well, but otherwise, yeah, that's it. For those waiting on the Gavu video, I did record it literally before the stream. I'll be editing it tomorrow, so hopefully it'll be out tomorrow night. I have been cooking when it comes to theorizing because of, once again, my new gained ability to read the Granute language. God, I hate myself.
He's locked himself in a room for hours. He won't come out.
No, look, it's been like that. I've just been like, if you could see, like the like, I've got papers. I've got papers of notes.
Your side windows on your car is just all the like the pins and like the translations and the printouts you've got.
Like it's crazy. Like I had a whole Photoshop screen that was like layers and layers and layers of text of like deciphering and everything, along with a notepad sheet of like live translations that I was doing. Because after a while, like I said, I just got so proficient at recognizing the letters that I was like, yep, I know what that is.
I feel like you should make a video on that. I feel like that video might do decent or should be interesting. Because if someone else might beat you to it if they translate it, but I feel like that's something unique that, from what I've heard of so far, that you've discovered so far.
Well, someone else apparently did also find out the alphabet, but I narrowed down every single letter now in terms of how they should be. With some help of some websites that actually help try to unscramble certain words if you just put in some of the letters that you already have discovered and put in the number of words, and then bam, brings it in. So, but yeah, it's some shit. It's some stuff. So you'll see that once I get that video out. But that is pretty much it. We will catch you all next week. I know that Superhero Time is not taking a break this weekend, but the weekend after that, I believe. But we'll see if there's news or no news. But outside of that, we're out of here. We will catch you all next time. Hopefully the stream does not fail to not land. Until then, bye.
Bye.
よっ日本一